is JD Aviation attorney Sal Lagonia. Sal, good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. What's your assessment of what took place? The White House still has no explanation. This is 24 hours later, and we still don't understand how this happened, that all planes in America were grounded yesterday for such a long time.
Yes, and even there's quotes that this was a single point failure or a damaged data file. If it's that easy to take down a drastically important safety system in the FAA by one data file being drastically compromised in some way, that's a ridiculous answer to this question. You know, as pilots, and people operating in aviation, we have a backup plan for everything. And for the FAA not to have that backup plan in place for this, especially this crucial information that we need, is just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and again, there are no answers. Is that all that it's antiquated technology? I mean, the outage marked yet another travel crisis on President Biden and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg's watch. Fox News White House correspondent Peter Doocy pressed the press secretary yesterday on Biden's relationship with Buttigieg. Watch this.
Does President Biden have confidence in Transportation Secretary Buttigieg?
Yes.
Why?
Because Secretary Buttigieg he respects the secretary and the work that he has been doing.
Well, it's a lot of, talking points that she went to. She really had no answers for it. Buttigieg has been missing in action now for several major incidents that American voters and American citizens have had to deal with. Supply chain issues, a near rail strike, which could have snarled a business across the board in America. And now this. Sal, your thoughts?
Well, he's calling it an after-action process where he's going to get to the root causes of these things. That's not how it works in aviation. We can't wait for after action to fix something. We have to be proactive. We have to stay on top of it. And we've known about the NOTAM problem for over 10 years. They've thrown money at it. They've given money to vendors rather than doing it in-house where the FAA really understands what they need. And they haven't looked at the points that we need backup systems. When something goes down, when your computer breaks, you have to have a way of doing business without it. Well, They don't have that way here on a crucial system such as the NOTAM system.
Yeah, I mean, Todd Pyro, I was really struck by the fact that we renamed this air safety system to be inclusive, okay? I mean, this is just outrageous. Representative Barry Moore yesterday said that the shutdown of the NOTAM system that led to the flights being grounded is an example of if we go woke, we go broke, because actually they changed the name of the system to be more inclusive.
Yeah,
but they didn't fix it.
And to that point, Maria, Sal, question for you. Buttigieg has been accused of focusing more on the trans as opposed to the portation part of his job within the word transportation. So, but seriously, Sal, how much is that responsible for our recent disasters?
Well, we spent, and pilots joke about this notoriously, but the NOTAM system used to be called the Notice to Airmen. Of course, we can't say anything as a man or a woman anymore, so you have to change it to now the Notice to Air Missions, which absolutely makes no sense.
Oh, my God.
We're not on air missions. We're transporting people from one place to another. And to spend the amount of money it took just to make that change, all the manuals had to be changed, all the documents that we put out had to be changed. To do all of that to a system that's not working properly is absolutely insanity. We need to get focused back on where we're going. The NOTAM system is important. Fix the NOTAM system. Yeah. Stop trying to rename it to make it prettier.
Todd, did I see on your show this morning that we're also not allowed to say field?
According to USC, fight on, University of Southern California. Fight on.
Unbelievable. Yeah. Field is now a bad word. Weigh in, Laura.
Well, Stanford had this crazy list of words you can't say either. And
including
so,
America.
As the university representative on the panel, I will say they need to shift their focus a little bit.
Is this coming from the student body?
Some of it is, and then some of the people that are tasked with coming up with these lists have been working on them for years, and there are lots of different kinds of university staff. So it's sort of a no-brainer. I mean, people are going to get really upset at this. You know, universities should be focused on research, on teaching,
Well, it's
and
even
they
more
don't
than that.
want to be.
To say American is a bad word.
Was that one of the USC
Yes.
words?
Yeah.
No, the
Stanford.
That was the Stanford word?
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of virtue signaling, right? It's like, hey, look at me. This word is racist. I'm anti-racist. We're good people. Come to our college.
And it feeds into the stereotype of the out-of-touch liberal elite university, which they really need to be combating.
Yeah, and Sal, meanwhile, all of this time generated on names and pronouns, we're not actually effectively fixing what needs to be fixed. Planes were grounded for several hours yesterday.
Look, when I'm on final approach to a runway that's NOTAM closed, but I didn't get that memo because we had this wonderful sounding system that doesn't give me the information I need. It doesn't really matter to me, does it? I need that runway open.
Sal, it's great to see you this morning. Thanks very much.